back at Granderson Stadium with USC head coach Mike Dee after the Flames knock off Northern Kentucky 7-2 this afternoon to win the series and complete the series sweep. Just coach, how'd the game go? Another really well-pitched game for you guys. Had one inning where ran into a little bit of trouble, but overall I thought it was a pretty strong performance.
I'm really pleased with the way we played this weekend. I think they're a good club, and they're especially offensively they are. And boy, the day you wake up and you see that wind blowing straight out 40 miles an hour, it does. You worry about it. And I thought Jack Anderson handled that great. A lot of guys that get really tentative and try to be super fine and get behind an account and do a whole bunch of things. And I thought Jack handled it great. And, didn't give them a lot of really good swings. Unfortunately, he gets hit. I thought Chuck had good stuff and came in, and we had a little bit of a hiccup there in the seventh inning, but then Alex, nailed it down for us. So for us to give up two earned runs over an entire weekend against you guys, it's hard not to be pleased with that. I thought we had some really good at-bats today again, and I just thought we played really well this weekend. I'm really pleased with it, and we put ourselves in a good position, but more importantly, we talk about momentum all the time. I think we've got some momentum right now. We've got some confidence, and we're relaxed, and I think we're in a really good place as a team right now.
You kind of just touched on it, but my next question was going to be, you've seen all the Horizon League teams you're going to face except for one so far, and so you kind of have a good gauge of where you stack up against the league. How do you feel kind of playing 5 of the 6 teams so far?
Well, baseball is a funny game. I mean, you just never know from one day to the next, and it's really hard to come out and be consistent from one day to the next. So, I think, I'm afraid of everybody in the league, to be honest with you. But if we continue to play great defense and pitch well, most of the time we're going to have at least a chance to win. And next week's going to be a challenge for us because we've got a doubleheader at Youngstown on Friday, and it's a 7-hour trip, and then we got a 5-hour trip on Saturday down to Northern Kentucky and play these guys again. If you don't execute on the mound and you don't play good defense, you can put yourself in harm's way really fast. So, I'm hopeful that we can continue to have that great focus and great passion for what we're doing. But to answer your question, I'm nervous every day, but there's a lot to be confident about as well.
And then the last question, we have talked about the defense so often this year, and oftentimes it's kind of related to the infield defense and those guys making great plays. Today I thought we saw some really great defense out of the outfield, especially again given the conditions that we saw. Mickey made a couple nice plays, and Scott made a nice leaping grab as well.
Well, and I certainly don't just mean that because, we have played great outfield defense. I mean, Mickey, Gibb, and Scotty can cover an awful lot of ground. But the other thing that's a factor here is Rob. And, for us to be, 15 games into the league, and I don't think we've given up a stolen base in 15 games. And I think they've only had 5 or 6 attempts. I mean, so when you're limiting the opponent from a defensive standpoint and you're not walking people, and when they do get on base, it's really hard for them to steal. It makes it very difficult for the other team to score a bunch of runs. And so, all of those things are factors in the defensive part. It's the most obvious thing, you're right, when people think about that, they're thinking about infield play. Boy, our outfielders have done a really terrific job, and so has